I'll just leave it on. Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm calling to order our virtual council meeting. Today is August 12, 2024. The meeting is being carried live by our Hartford Public Access TV.org. You can also watch the meeting on Comcast Channel 96 and Frontier Channel 6032. You can also go to HPA-TV Facebook, and the meeting will be recorded and carried live at that time also. So again, welcome and good evening to everyone that's joining us. It's a virtual committee meeting. Mr. Town Clerk, you have the floor.
Councilwoman Billadou.
Here.
Councilman Clark.
Here.
Councilman Gale.
Here.
Councilman Hernandez.
Here.
Councilman Migden. Councilwoman Rosado.
Present.
Councilwoman Rossetti.
Here.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Here.
Councilman Thomas.
Here.
You have a quorum, Madam President.
Okay, Mr. Clerk, can we set the Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you, Mr. Town Chair. Madam Majority Leader, you have the floor. Oh, yes, we do. Oh, wow. Thank you, Madam Majority Leader. That's why you're the Majority Leader. You keep me certainly, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a point of privilege. We have two people we're going to be honoring this evening, so please join us. Can everybody hear me? Great. The first person we're going to ask to come down up to the chambers here. Come on, council members, we're going to all go down. Matt, are you here? Come on up, Matt. Come on, scooch us in the middle here. Thank you. Oh, come on, Matt. Right here. So a couple weeks ago, I was reading the Hartford Current. And we know we are all so proud of our city that we have lived in. It's the best city in the state of Connecticut. And I read this article, and this person was giving the city all these accolades of why it's great living in the city, all the great things we can do in the city. And I was like, wow, I'm not the only one who thinks so. So it was really lovely to read, Matt, what you thought of when you moved into our city. So where did you move in from?
Rocky Hill.
See? Rocky Hill. Yep. Well, welcome. So tonight, the entire city council would like to honor and thank Matt for all the great things he said and knows about the city and what we have in our city and what we have to offer everyone in the state of Connecticut. So I'm going to read this proclamation. And I'm sure all the council members would like to say a few words also. It says, in recognition, the City of Hartford Court of Common Council, official citation, in recognition of Matt Jankulinas. On this day, the Hartford Court of Common Council honors your commitment to celebrating the arts, the culture, the diversity in our city. Your words in the Hartford Current highlight the variety of informative, entertaining, educational, and positive experience of our city has to offer. By sharing your outlook on what makes Hartford a marvelous place to live and to call home, you have given many people in Greater Hartford a much-needed perspective on how extraordinary living in Hartford can be. You will encourage many to see the great things our city has to offer. spurring business to open and inspiring people to move to our city, thus making Hartford a better place for all the residents. So hereby, the Court of Common Council thank you for recognizing all of the wonderful things in Hartford. Together we can work to promote all of this magnificent things we have to offer and continue to celebrate what makes our city a phenomenal place to call home. So Matt, thank you so very much. You've got a few words?
All I wanted to add is the diversity here is what makes the city great. All the different, everyone's doing their own thing, and it's just spectacular to be part of it.
Wonderful, thank you. I know Councilman Gale had mentioned, I didn't know you were doing this. So I know you have a few things you would like to say.
Well, I don't know a few things, but I will say thank you, Matt. And I will say that having you make these comments brings home to me and to the rest of council how we will now redouble our efforts to continue to make this city that city that everybody wants to talk about and move to and love and enjoy.
Matt, you don't know what a pleasure, and I mean truly pleasure it is to read that article in the Hartford Courant, because I know lots of people in the suburbs, and it's always nice to hear something positive about the city that you live in, and someone else who moved in actually are seeing all the things we have in the city of Hartford and what we can offer to people like yourself. So thank you for living and choosing to live in the city.
Thank you.
Another point of privilege.
I'm going to welcome up Dan Filatico from Budget Printers. I'm very excited to have Dan here today. We go back many years, and everywhere I go, Dan goes with me. If I need something, Budget Printers is right there to help me out. He's been a friend. He's honest with me about my needs or what he can't provide or what he can provide, and that's refreshing. But even better, he's in my city. And even better than that, he's been in my city for almost 50 of the years that he's celebrating. And that's a big deal. And we are a better community when we have successful businesses. So he is not only enhancing the community in Hartford, but the Parkville neighborhood. He's actually, a positive footprint in that area, and it's always a pleasure to visit that business. And I know a few things about Budget Printers. They provide quality products, fair and honest pricing, and most of all, exceptional customer service. And so I'm so honored today to read this proclamation to celebrate Budget Printers. And before I read this, I also would like to thank you on behalf of the entire Court of Common Council for the banner that you made for us for the parade that we carried this weekend.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. And thank you for choosing Hartford. I'll now read the proclamation. Whereas Hartford Business Supply, doing business as Budget Printers, has proudly served the greater Hartford area for 50 years. And whereas throughout its 5-decade history, Budget Printers has demonstrated resilience and perseverance, overcoming numerous challenges to consistently provide exceptional personal and commercial printing services. And whereas the commitment and dedication of Budget Printers has earned the trust and loyalty of its valued customers, contributing to the company's sustained success and growth. And whereas Budget Printers appreciates the continued support and confidence of its clients, recognizing that their trust has been integral to the company's achievements. And whereas, as Budget Printers celebrates this significant milestone, it looks forward to continuing its partnership with the community, striving for excellence in service and innovation in the years to come. Now therefore be it resolved, although it says my name, this is on behalf of the entire council, Kelly Bilodeau, Councilwoman, does hereby recognize and congratulate Hartford Business Supply, doing business as Budget Printers, on the celebration of its 50th anniversary and our hope for continued success and prosperity. Wow. Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Wow,
I started at 11.
that's 11?
11 years
You
old.
look good for your age.
So I
Thank you.
share that with you.
Thank you
And
so
the
much.
microphone.
Yes, please say something to us.
I can't believe what an honor this has been for me to stand in front of you people and give us the accolades that you have. We're just another shop. We go to work every day just like you people do. There's no difference. The only thing is we happen to be in the city of Hartford with a little print shop. There's some interesting stuff that goes with this, and cut me short if I'm too winded. All right, I was a little kid living in the North End, and I ended up being a shoe shine boy on Main Street in Hartford many years ago. And as you can tell from my enthusiasm about Hartford, it continued on through there. And when we got done with Uncle Sam and I decided I wanted to get into a business, I was selling printing for a major corporation, and the problem with them is they want to keep moving you around. And I just had no interest to go to Buffalo or Dayton, Ohio, or any of the offices. So because I was selling printing and most of the clients that we had were local, printing is a good business in that the people call us and they ask us to do something for them on a positive note. We're not a law firm where people call and they say, I want to divorce my wife, or I want to sue that guy, or whatever. Ours is just a positive business, and I can't tell you what a pleasant run it's been, and the nicest people in the world are our customers. But I want to wrap this up by saying the teams that you and I know that have great coaches and great owners and great managers, it's not them, it's their team. Our team has been nothing less than spectacular over the years. We were, before this became popular, we were DEI. We have on the premises, as employees, tons of women who lead up various groups that we have, the embroidery group, the screen group, the accounting group, the storefront that, Kelly, you've met many times. We also have a staff of black men, Peruvian men, and that's Puerto Rican, obviously, but that's good because customers come to us and a lot of them struggle with the English language. We're there. We'll talk to you and we'll help you get through any difficulty you have with your business, or whether if it's nothing more than you want copies, we'll help you. Our diverse staff is nothing less than spectacular. And I want to just leave you with one note. We are losing our lead pressman on the 30th of this month. He's retiring after 43 years. Last Thursday, we had a little get-together with him, and he was one of the struggling people who came over in the late 70s or early 80s as a boat person from Vietnam. Picked himself up by the bootstraps, and he is, we're going to miss him, our lead pressman. So we had, like I said, a little get-together, dinner with accolades for how great he was for us over the years. But I'll wrap this up saying that it's the staff. It's not myself, it's not my wife who's in the trenches every day with us, my son-in-law who's hopefully going to be the heir apparent someday, because I'm getting old. Marilyn, I'm getting old. My wife is there by my side all the time, my daughter, getting instruction from her. They will carry on our tradition of taking care of the customer and being a good citizen in the city of Hartford. Thank you so much, folks, and what an honor to receive this from you.
I just want to say, Dan says it's about the staff, but he's the kind of owner, the kind of person, at the Open Hearth, my day job, we've been using him since I've been there and years before for other things. And not only does he do, as Kelly said, a quality service, fair price, on time, can pivot, he sends us a gift card every year that we can use in our fundraising event. And how many people do you know where you pay a service where they actually give you something back? Not many, I can tell you. So thank you, Dan.
It was nice of you to say that. Thank you.
Great. Congratulations.
Session gonna be long. Cut and dry.
Can you second stuff? Okay. Oh, I don't know if TJ's, see what he does. I don't know. Willie?
I know, it's great to be
Somebody,
happy. All right, we are back after this wonderful to do some happy stuff for the city. This is great. Thank you, Councilman Bilodeau. I love this. Can we do more of this and do some more happy stuff? Yes. This is great. Thank you. Okay, Madam Majority Leader, now that we have done our point of privilege, you're on, Madam.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of July 8th, 2024.
Second?
The motion has been made and properly second to remove the minutes, to approve the minutes for July 8, 2024. First of all, there's any questions, any concerns? Hearing and seeing none, Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bilodeau.
Yes.
Councilman Clark. Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez.
Yes.
Councilman Micdom. Councilwoman Rosado.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Council President. I make a motion to pass, to put the following items on consent. 3.1, Mayor Arulan with accompanying resolution authorizing the mayor accept funding from Connecticut DOT Municipal Grant Program for the amount of $68,418 for the operation of the city's dial-a-ride program. 3.2, Mayor Arulan with an accompanying resolution authorizing the mayor to accept operating assistance funding in the amount of $134,500 from the Greater Hartford Transit District for operation of the city's dial-a-ride program. 3.3, Mayor Arulan with an accompanying resolution authorizing the city to accept a grant of $35,000 in funding for the City of Hartford Department of Health and Human Services Heart and Home Health Program from the North Central Area Agency on Aging. 3.4, Mayor Arulan with accompanying resolution authorizing the city to accept a grant of $18,610 in funding for the City of Hartford Department of Health and Human Services for the Homeless Outreach Program for the elderly from the North Central Area Agency on Aging. 3.5, Mayor Arulan with an accompanying resolution authorizing the city to accept a grant of $50,000 in funding for the City of Hartford Department of Health and Human Services dial-a-ride from the North Central Agency on Aging. 3.6, Mayor Arulan with accompanying resolution authorizing the City of Hartford Department of Health and Human Services to accept a grant of $131,748 in Title III-C funding for the LD Nutrition Program from the North Central Agency on Aging. 3.7, Mayor Arulan with accompanying resolution authorizing the city to accept a grant of $35,000 in Title III-D funding for the City of Hartford Department of Health and Human Services Keep On Living Program from the North Central Area Agency on Aging. 3.8, Mayor Arulan with accompanying resolution confirming the reappointment of members of the City of Hartford Permanent Commission on the Status of Hartford Women. 4.1, Health and Human Services Committee with accompanying resolution authorizing the city to apply for and accept Ryan White Part A grant funds to provide core medical and support services to people living with AIDS, HIV/AIDS in the area covering Hartford, Middlesex, and Talon counties. 4.2, Committee of the Whole with an accompanying resolution confirming the appointment of Brian Gallagher to the position of Director of the Department of Sports and Recreation. 4.3, Public Works, Parks, Recreation, and Environment Committee with accompanying resolution authorizing the city to grant Eversource the necessary easements on city property to facilitate this construction and installation of the new 115 kV XLPE underground transmission lines. 6.3, Councilwoman Rosado, resolution on promoting awareness of tax abatement provisions for vehicle taxes under Connecticut General Statutes, Title 12, Section 12-1, 124.
What item was it again? 6.3. 6.3. There is a concern from one of the council person which will not be voting for 6.3. So we need to take that off of consent.
Okay.
And
Would we do that, though, when I've made a motion and then
no, we're,
I finish and then?
Just don't call
No, you remove it.
that just,
it as part of your motion.
Yeah.
right, I
We're
won't
not
call it as a
including
second.
this in the motion.
Okay. So you guys. 7.1, Councilman Hernandez, Councilwoman Bilodeau, Council President Surgeon, Majority Leader Rossetti, Assistant Majority Leader Thomas, resolution authorizing the raising of the Puerto Rican flag at City Hall.
The motion has been made. Is anybody going to second the motion?
Second.
So the motion's been made and properly second, except for item 6.3, which will not be on consent. Okay? So the motion is to place in consent item 3. The motion has been made and properly second to place on the consent calendar item 3.1, item 3.2, item 3.3, item 3.4, item 3.5, item 3.6, item 3.7, item 3.8, item 4.1, item 4.2, item 4.2, item 4.3, and item 7.1. Those are the items that was placed in the consent calendar and properly second. Are there any discussion? Seeing no discussion, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bilodeau.
Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yeah.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez.
Yes.
Councilman Mictum. Councilwoman Rosado.
Mr. Clerk, yes to all of them, and can you add me to the Puerto Rican flag raising, my name to the resolution, please?
Got you. Yep. Councilwoman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Council President. I make a motion to receive the following items. 3.13, Committee of the Whole, communication concerning a resolution inviting Elizabeth Horton Sheff to address the Hartford Court of Common Council on the progress and future of educational equity and integration efforts. 3.14, Operations Management Budget and Government Accountability, Communication Discharging, resolution for the introduction and support of a pedal pub service by a local franchise owner in Hartford, Connecticut. 3.15, Operations Management Budget and Government Accountability, Communication Discharging, resolution on promoting awareness of tax abatement provisions for vehicle taxes under Connecticut General Statutes 12, Section 12-24. 3.16, Operations Management Budget and Government Accountability, Communications concerning resolution of the Hartford Court of Common Council for reviewing and amending handicapped parking policies and meter charges in collaboration with the Hartford Parking Authority and disability rights organizations. 3.17, Health and Human Services Committee, communication concerning resolutions recognizing October as Menopause Awareness Month in the city of Hartford. And 3.18, Public Works, Parks, Recreation, and Environment Committee, communication, a presentation by Donna Swar pertaining to the revitalization of the Carriage House and Gardener's Cottage.
Second?
Second.
Great. The motion is properly made and seconded. The items to be placed in the received calendar, item 3.3, item 3.13, item 3.14, item 3.15, item 3.16, item 3.17, and item 3.18. Are there any discussion in those items that's been received? Seeing and hearing no discussion, Mr. Town Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Councilwoman Bilodeau.
Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez.
Yes.
Councilman Mictum. Councilwoman Rosado.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon,
Yes.
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Madam Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Make a motion to refer the following items to the Operations Management, Budget, and Government Accountability Committee. 5.1, amendment of Chapter 2, Article 1, Section 2-13, subsection F, flag raising ordinance, with a public hearing on Monday, August 19th, 2024 at 7 p.m. To the Health and Human Services Committee. 3.9, Mayor Aru Lamplam with accompanying resolution confirming the appointment of Deborah Baxter to the Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Transgender, Queer Plus Commission. To the Public Works, Parks, Recreation, and Environment Committee. 3.10, Mayor Aru Lamplam with accompanying resolution confirming the appointment of Rory Granfield to the Golf Course Oversight Committee. 3.11, Mayor Aru Lamplam with accompanying resolution confirming the appointment of Tim Sullivan to the Golf Course Oversight Commission. And 3.12, Mayor Aru Lamplam with accompanying resolution authorizing the City of Hartford to accept a grant of $160,000 from the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection Recreation Trails Grant Program. To Planning, Economic Development, and Housing Committee. 7.2, Council President Surgeon, Majority Leader Rossetti, Assistant Majority Leader Clark, Councilwoman Bilodeau, Councilman Hernandez, Councilwoman Rosado. Resolution confirming the appointments of Corey Betts and Kevin Rivera to serve as council representation to the Capital Region Council of Governments and to the Public Dedication Committee. Majority Leader Rossetti, Councilwoman Rosado, Councilwoman Bilodeau, Councilman Hernandez, Council President Surgeon, and Assistant Majority Leader Clark. Resolution, the Hartford Court of Common Council hereby approving superimposing the name of Rosa Luz Morales at the intersection of Grafton and Broadview.
Thank you, Madam Majority Leader.
Second.
Did you second? Oh, go right ahead.
Second.
Yeah, we really want to push this up fast, don't we? Okay. Okay, so the following items were referred to the following committee. Item 5.1 to the Operation Management, Budget, and Governmental Accountability Committee with a public hearing on Monday, August 19th at 7 p.m. Item 3.9 to the Health and Human Service Committee. Item 3.10, item 3.11, and item 3.12 to the Public Works, Park, and Recreation Environmental Committee. Item 7.2 to the Planning, Economic Development, and Housing Committee. Item 7.3 to the Public Dedication Committee. Those items have been properly made and second. Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bilodeau,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez,
Yes.
Councilman Michdam, Councilwoman Rosado,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti,
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon,
Yes.
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Council President. I make a motion to postpone until September 9th. 6.1, Mayor Aru Lamplam with an accompanying ordinance establishing the Hartford Land Bank Authority. 6.2, Councilwoman Rosado, Councilman Gale, Councilwoman Bilodeau, Councilman Thomas, Councilman Hernandez, Councilman Michdam, resolution for the introduction and support of a pedal pub service by a local franchise owner in Hartford, Connecticut. And 6.3, Councilwoman Rosado, resolution on promoting awareness of tax abatement provisions for vehicle taxes under Connecticut General Statute Title 12, Section 12-124.
Second.
The motion has been made and properly seconded to postpone the following items until September 9th, 2024. Item 6.1, item 6.2, and item 6.3. Are there any discussion in those items being postponed? Seeing or hearing no discussion, Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bilodeau,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez,
Yes.
Councilman Michdam, Councilwoman Rosado,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti,
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon,
Yes.
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Madam Majority Leader.
I make a motion to go into executive session. 8.1, Mayor Arulanquam, with accompanying resolution, requests the council to enter into executive session in order to discuss the potential resolution of the estate of Isaias Johannes versus City of Hartford.
Second.
Item has been made and properly second to go to take items 8.1 into executive session. Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Billaloo.
Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez.
Yes.
Councilman Migden. Councilwoman Rosado.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Item passed.
Thank you. By going in executive session, we are going to be going into executive session, and so the Hartford Public Access Television Station will put on something temporary until we get back and get out of executive session. Okay, let's go. Thank you. Madam Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Council President, I make a motion to come out of executive session, 8.1. Do you want me to read it?
Second?
There's a motion that's been properly second to come out of executive session. Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Bilodeau.
Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez.
Yes.
Councilman Migden. Councilman Rosado.
Should have jumped off a little bit.
Councilman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilman Surgeon.
Yes.
Councilman Thomas. You have a quorum.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Madam Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Thank you, Council President. I make a motion to postpone 8.1, Mayor Arul Abalam, with an accompanying resolution, request the council to enter into, to discuss the potential resolution of the estate of Isaiah Johannes versus the City of Hartford.
Second?
Motion has been properly made and second to postpone item 8.1. Any discussion? Seeing or hearing no discussion for postponing 8.1, Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll, please.
Councilman Bilodeau.
Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez.
Yes.
Councilman Migden. Councilwoman Rosado. Councilwoman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Councilman Thomas. Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Seeing that we have no more business to do, I adjourn this meeting. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.